Hello and welcome to Precious Memory Box's Junk Journaling. My name is Bobby and today I have a fun little make that we're going to do. I am part of Scrapbooking with Me's design team and I'm going to be working with this digital right here. It is called Cozy Christmas. It has 21 pages. I've showed it before to flip through if you want to go back and take a look at that. But what I thought I would do today is Christmas is just almost here upon us. And I thought it would be fun to make our own Christmas tags. So some of these we can obviously tell, you know, the pictures are too big. But some of them we could do certain portions of them. So I have two of my favorite punches here. I have a 2 1/4 round punch, and then I don't know what the proper name of this one is, but I have this decorative tag or label, and so I like to use these to make different, you know, I use them before to make different gift tags. So I thought we would do that today. Also in the kit, I've already cut them out, but I thought I would show them to you. These would be perfectly wonderful to use as little gift tags. They're already, you know, prepared for you. You can cut them out, tie a little string to them and a ribbon, and tie them on your gift. Some of the other elements that we're going to be using are some of the pockets from the kit. They're the perfect size to punch out. And then there's also a file folder in here, and I thought it would work really well to punch it out. Now, I did grab some cardstock. If you don't want your backs to be just white, or you want to give them a little more stability, cardstock's a great way to do that. And so I just grabbed 3 different colors here, and I thought we might use that with some of them, and just, you know, we might just tear a portion out and glue it down, and then punch out our punch. And then you can use stamps, or just handwrite to and from on the back of your cardstock. All right, so let's pick out something that we could just take an element from one of our larger papers here. So I know there's some more that has some holly on the side, so maybe we'll grab one of those. And if you do want to use the faces, a round punch would be a great way to capture that. So maybe we'll try one of those also, because these little faces on these little kids are so cute. Okay, where'd that one with all the holly go? Let me find it here. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. There we go. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and hope your weather is not too bad. Ours is a little chilly here. So I'm simply going to take from here, and I like to always center things up on the underside of my punch. But I'm just going to simply make a label just like that. And there we go. There's one, and we'll back it on some cardstock. And it's beautiful. And it's a great way to, if you have lots of scraps from creating, it's a great way to use up those scraps. So here's another one. Let's see if we can find one other one, large one, that we want to do something like that with. So see, I think this holly is pretty. Let's see, I'm not sure if my punch will fit down in there, but let's see. Oh yeah. So there we go. There's another one just like that. All right, let's find one that we maybe want to, like, she's front and center looking at us. We may have to cut this paper in order to get close enough to her face. Let me trim this down. And the wonderful thing about printables is that you can always reprint them. So, okay, let's open our round punch here. Now this one's a little more persnickety. It doesn't like to always punch right for me. Hopefully it'll behave today. Okay, so see, we can make a round one with her pretty little face. There we go. If you like the little faces. Let's see what else we can grab here. I wonder if we can. Let's see about this little tree here. And this is just something you can sit and do while you're watching TV. You know, if you're just a project to do with the kids, give them, you know, some of your older scrap paper if they're young kids and let them do their own punching while you're working on one that you want to do. Okay, you can hear that. So pretty little Christmas tree on that one. You can hear the resistance in this one. All right. Let's see if there's any more we want to do before we go to some of our other papers. Okay. So let me grab these other ones that I pre-cut. And we'll punch out some of them. And then I'll show you how we can back them on our paper. And it's pretty easy. Okay. So here's one. Pretty little girl. So I'm going to punch her out in the round circle. She's got her rosy little Christmas cheeks. And then I think I'll try to do this one and we'll be able to get a little bit more of her. There we go. Oops, sorry. I pushed so hard I moved the whole table. And I also like this house right here. Let's see if we can get it in here. Let's do the round. That one's, let's see. Nope, we're not going to have enough, so okay. We'll just make this one be vertical instead of horizontal. There we go. All right, let's see. So we've got this pocket here, and we can do another vertical one, which that's cute. Let's do that. All right. This one is really small. I think these might be too small for my round punch. They are. So we'll do them with the vertical. And let's see. There we go. I think I'll skip that one. Let's try this one. And see if we can get some of the tree in there with her. There we go. Let's see. That looks good, but let me see. I need another round one. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Oh, that was loud. Sorry. Okay, and then we've got our perfect little tags just like they are. All right, let me set these over to the side. And then what I thought I would do is let me cut 2 pieces of this down in half because we won't need all of it. All right, I'm not sure if I even got it half, but I just grabbed what we had. All right. So you can, if you use cardstock, of course, and even paper, you can leave them white, you know, not add anything to them and use them just like that. But if you want them to have a little more stability, let's see, let's use our glue stick. You can glue these on here and then re-punch them out. Go, and we'll just put some of these down on each color. Okay. There we go. So I would love down in the comments if any of you, let me know if you make your own tags at Christmas time, if you're a paper crafter or a card maker, if you like to make your own tags. Let me know. Let me know what you use to make tags with. Okay, so I've got some on there. Let's put some on our green. Oops. Try to keep my table from shaking. Don't know why it wants to shake. It's one of those raise up and down tables, and I wish I had a different one, but we'll work with what we have right now. All right, my hands are getting sticky from the glue. And let's see, we've got a few more here. All right. One more, two more. I see two more. Let's add them to the red. That one you could use horizontal or vertically. Okay, let me put my glue away for now. I don't know if it's the time of year or what, but my glue is really sticky, like residue sticky. Okay. So you can do one of two things. You can either repunch these with your punch, which is what I'm going to try to do here. Just line that up in there. There we go. You can always, if your lines aren't completely straight around the edges, you can definitely ink them a little bit. You can leave it kind of as a border if you like it. And then, or you can trim it off. Oh, I think I'm going to have to foil this one somehow. Okay, let's do the other two ones and we'll put the noisy punch away that way. There we go. Sorry if that's really loud, guys. Maybe I'll put a warning on the video so you can turn down your volume a little bit when it comes to those. Okay, and let's see. Now this one you can see there's a little bit of the bottom underneath where that was at, but I think it's okay. Okay, there we go. And those line up really nice. Probably because you have all the edges, you can see a little bit better. All right, that one I got a little off, but it's okay. Let's see. These two I should have put a little closer. Okay. Like I said, you don't have to add cardstock to them, but it just adds a little nice touch to them if you do. All right, move this over here to the side. And we got a couple more here and we'll be done. Okay, let me trim them so they're easier to get to. All right, there we go. Trying, that one's being a little more stubborn about lining up for me. There we go. All right, let's grab this one here. There we go. All right, so now we've got them all punched out. We can go around and ink them if you want to cover up any lines. And then the other thing we're going to do is maybe add a little ribbon or lace or trim to them. You don't have to do it on every one. You don't have to do it at all. But if you want to add just another little touch to it, grab out your hole punch, grab out your mini stapler. And so this one has a little bit of red around it. So I'm going to just trim that ever so slightly. Like I said, that's personal choice. You don't even have to do that if you don't want to. I might take a little ink here and just ink just a little, just to help blend those two papers together. And then on the back, you have this nice paper to write on. I'm going to go ahead up here and let's see. We're going to put a little punch in it so that we can add some ribbon or lace. Oh, I got that one too close. Okay, that one I'll have to think of something else because I got too close on that one. All right, let's go down a little lower. There we go. And maybe I'll make this one a little more in towards her hat. So cute. There we go. And one more. This is a Christmas tree. There we go. And then you can do the same with these. You can add lace and ribbon to them if you want to have something different to tie them down with. And I'll go ahead and punch them. This one I'm going to put to the side because I don't want to punch the little girl herself, so I'm going to put it on the side of it. Okay. I kind of like the idea of the side, so we'll do that on a couple of them. And if you have, just anything you have, baker's twine, seam binding, the crinkled seam binding, that would look really pretty. I need to make some of that. I've got little scraps here. I think this would be cute on one of them, and I think we'll use it on one. I've got some ribbon here, and then I also have some red baker's twine. So let me grab it. There we go. And I've got some lace that we could maybe use lace on one of them. So let's just see what we can do here, what looks good. I hope you guys will give these a try. Let me know how they work out for you. So let's see. Grab my scissors. And let's see, did I punch this one? I did. All right, so I'm just going to do the double loop. Where you just bring it through and tie it. Just go through the other end, and then you can lay this down on your gift and just take this portion down so that your tag will flip. Okay, there you go. And let me trim this. It's a little too long, so we'll trim that just slightly. There we go. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, that one, I'll have to think of something else. Which one would look cute with this? Let's try this one. I'm not going to use it all, so let me trim some of it. And this is just from material that I've pulled. You could also use these as little ornaments on your tree. If you had a small tree and you wanted to make some homemade ornaments, you could do something like this. This would be fun for a game or a gift exchange. You could make little tags for them. So just really anything you want to use a gift tag on. Okay, let's do some twine here. And of course, whichever way you tie them is up to you. You can tie a knot. You can, do the loop through. This time I'm just going to do the knot, and I think I'll do it twice. And all you have to do then is tape down your little piece here, and it'll be able to flip up. This one has some of the red showing. I'm just going to leave it. I like it. Okay, let's see. Let's see what kind of lace we have. Let's see if I have any red. I've got a darker green and a darker red. Let's use a little bit of the dark green here. Let's do it with the tree. All right. Sometimes I have a hard time getting my fingers through there. And there we go. If you're interested in seeing more videos by the design team, there is a playlist on Scrapbooking with Me's YouTube, if you want to do that. If you want, you can, of course, look up each of the design team members and go and check, out their individual channels. Let me grab some lace here. And this lace actually is from Scrapbooking with Me, their store online. And I thought it would be fun to use for different projects. There we go. And I love lace. I can put lace on everything. I'm just going to eyeball that. Cut off this end to make it a little neater. And let's see, let's add it to this little girl here. And then I'll show you with the stapler what you can do too. If you don't want to do the hole punch, we'll do that with our one that I messed up the punch on, because you don't have to put a punch in them, of course. You can use a stapler. So there we go. So this one that I messed up, let me grab that lace again, and I think that's thick enough. You could use the thicker lace if you want to, but I think this one here is plenty thick. And I'm just going to get an even smaller piece of it. Now, you can glue it. You could glue it just like this over top where that hole is. But you can also staple. And a fun way I've seen others staple is to crisscross it there. And then let me see if I can get my stapler in there. Get my fingers out of the way. And there you go. It's stapled on. And you've got another perfect little tag. So we'll leave these since I've kind of showed you all the examples I have. So grab out, all the accessories that you have, all the little, things you have. If you have some stickers that you want to add to the back. Grab out your stamps if you want to stamp Merry Christmas on the back. However you want to embellish them. There's endless ways to do it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving coming up. And I also hope that you'll check out Scrapbooking with Me, their Etsy shop, and their online store. Also, they have a blog that you can sign up for. You get emails a couple times a month, and they let you know when any sales are going on. And also, Missy is on Instagram, And I believe she's on Facebook. She has a Facebook group. So plenty of ways to interact with everyone. But thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.